Did you know that millions of older adults deal with constant knee and bone pain, thinking it's just part of aging? But what if something you usually toss in the trash could actually help ease that pain? It sounds unbelievable, but thousands of people are already using this simple, natural, and totally free remedy. This isn't a medical seminar. It's more like a relaxed chat over coffee, and I'm sharing what happened with my mom. She could barely move because of the discomfort until we discovered something that completely changed her daily life. Believe it or not, it was a plain eggshell, something most people never think twice about. In some parts of the world, people dry and grind it, adding it to meals as a natural source of calcium. But very few actually realize how powerful it is. The sad part? Most people throw it away without ever knowing what it could do for their bones. Research has shown that eggshell powder can significantly improve bone density. But you won't hear that on television. Instead, we're flooded with ads for costly supplements, while this natural option sits unused in our kitchens. The key isn't just knowing it works. It's learning how to prepare it properly and safely. I'll show you exactly how. My mother had serious bone degeneration and couldn't manage stairs. She tried all kinds of things, creams, pills, supplements, until we said, let's give this a try. She started taking a small amount of eggshell powder daily, and within weeks, the change was incredible. That's why in this video, I'll walk you through every detail, how to make it, how to take it, and why it works. And there's more. I'll show you how to mix it with other natural ingredients that supercharge its effect. Stay with me until the end because I'm going to give you a special recipe that combines eggshell, banana, and apple, a blend that not only supports your bones, but also benefits your digestion, immune system, and even your mood. This isn't just a homemade tip, it's a lifestyle upgrade starting from the most basic element, your food. The best part? Anyone can do it. What you're about to learn might completely change how you see food and waste. We'll explore how the calcium in eggshells can be your ally in strengthening not just bones, but also teeth, nails, and even your joints. Get ready, because this might be one of the most eye-opening things you've heard in a long time. Most people toss eggshells in the trash without a second thought. They look like nothing more than food scraps. But inside these thin shells lies a powerful natural remedy many have forgotten, an overlooked source of calcium that could help you build stronger bones without spending a dime. It's like throwing away a natural supplement every day without realizing it. When my mom first started adding eggshell powder to her meals, we didn't expect much. But in just a few short weeks, something changed. Her knee pain eased, her balance improved, and she returned to doing what she loved, gardening, all because of a habit most people would never think to try. This tiny change became a turning point in her daily life. And here's the best part, it doesn't just help your bones. The natural calcium in eggshells also supports teeth, nails, and even plays a role in calming the nervous system. No need for pricey pills or complicated treatments. This is a simple kitchen solution passed down in traditional cultures for generations. In many households, grandmothers would dry and grind eggshells to mix into meals. Somewhere along the way, we lost that wisdom. But imagine how much you could gain by bringing it back. Just one change, one small habit, can give your body the nutrients it craves. Were you surprised by how useful something as simple as an eggshell could be? If this caught your attention, just wait until you see how to safely prepare it so you can start using it today. Before we go on, leave a comment with your age and country, give the video a like, and share it with someone who might need this. Let's dive into the next step, because doing this right is just as important as knowing why it matters. Making eggshell powder isn't as easy as just crushing it and calling it a day. Done incorrectly, it can lead to contamination and health risks. That's why cleanliness is key. First, wash each shell with water and a little mild soap, scrubbing off any egg white or residue. That part's simple. Next, boil the shells for 10 minutes. This step is crucial to eliminate invisible bacteria or any potential germs from the shell's surface. Even store-bought eggs might carry things you can't see. Once boiled, Allow them to dry completely. Then, place them in the oven for a few minutes. This final heat treatment not only dries them out, but also makes them easier to crush into a powder. After they cool down, use a blender, grinder, or mortar and pestle to turn them into a fine, smooth powder. No big chunks. You want a consistency that mixes well. Store your powder in a dry glass jar with a tight lid. It doesn't need the fridge, just keep it away from moisture. A small teaspoon a day is all it takes to start seeing benefits. You can stir it into your juice, sprinkle it over meals, or even add it to your morning coffee. I've got a neat trick for that I'll share soon. See how simple it is? You don't need fancy supplements. With care and consistency, you can create your own homemade calcium source, safe, effective, and affordable. Have you ever tried this before? Drop your experience in the comments and stick around, because in the next part, I'll tell you all the surprising benefits this powder offers beyond just bone health. When most people hear calcium, they immediately think of bones. And yes, it's vital for preventing osteoporosis and fractures. But what if I told you that eggshell powder goes way beyond just bone health? This natural mineral powerhouse supports not only your skeleton, but also your teeth, nails, and even your hair. It's like nature's own multivitamin, hiding in what you used to throw away. No synthetic ingredients, no chemical additives, just real, raw nutrition. One of my mom's friends had struggled with fragile nails for years. She began taking just half a teaspoon of this powder daily, and within weeks, her nails were stronger. No more layers peeling or constant breakage. The same goes for hair. It starts falling out less, becomes shinier, and feels more resilient. And she didn't spend a dime on expensive salon products or fancy treatments, just a little powder from her own kitchen. But the perks don't stop there. Few people realize this, but eggshell powder may also help calm allergies and asthma. Some of the trace minerals in the shell help regulate immune function and ease inflammation in the body. Sound too good to be true? There are many stories from people who say their breathing improved and seasonal allergies eased up after adding this to their routine. The body seems to handle things better. Now, if you deal with digestive issues like gastritis or diarrhea, listen closely. Eggshell powder has alkaline properties, making it a gentle acid neutralizer. It helps balance your stomach's pH and supports the intestinal lining. That's why many take it first thing in the morning or just before meals. This isn't magic. It's just natural science doing what it does best. Here's another fascinating fact. It may reduce the risk of kidney stones. Because the calcium in eggshells is more bioavailable, your body uses it better and is less likely to store it where it shouldn't. That means less calcium buildup and fewer stones forming. In the long run, these small daily boosts add up, making you feel stronger, healthier, and more in balance overall. Isn't it amazing how something so simple can offer so many benefits? But don't go just yet, because what's coming next might surprise you even more. I'm going to share a surprisingly effective trick that will totally transform your coffee routine, especially if you're someone who drinks it on an empty stomach. You definitely don't want to miss this. For millions of people, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a daily ritual, a quiet moment, or that much-needed kick to start the day. But have you ever felt that uncomfortable acidity or slight burning after sipping your coffee before breakfast? That's where this easy tip comes in. A small pinch of eggshell powder added to your coffee can make a world of difference. Yes, really. It's a tradition in some cultures, passed down through generations. All it takes is a tiny bit, less than half a teaspoon, either in your coffee filter before brewing or stirred into your finished cup. The calcium carbonate in the powder helps neutralize the excess acid, softening the flavor and reducing bitterness. For those dealing with mild gastritis or sensitive stomachs, it can be a gentle relief. My mom, for instance, used to love coffee but always had to eat something with it to avoid stomach discomfort. After trying this eggshell trick, she noticed a big improvement. She could finally enjoy her favorite drink with ease. Of course, this isn't a substitute for medical treatment if you have serious issues, but for many, it's a natural way to improve their daily routine. Plus, you get a small dose of calcium every time, without even thinking about it. Same great taste. Added benefit. Just remember, everyone's body reacts differently, so if you're unsure, it's smart to check with your doctor first. But the best part? It's affordable, effortless, and often makes coffee taste even better. Try it for a few days and see what happens. If you've already tried it, drop a comment. Did it work for you? Had you heard of this trick before? I'd love to know your experience. Let's talk about something crucial: how much calcium your body actually needs, depending on your age. You might be surprised. While we all know calcium is important, not many people realize the recommended daily amount can change significantly over time. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. A teenager growing rapidly, a woman going through menopause, and a person over 70 all have very different calcium requirements. Getting the right dose is key for keeping your bones, teeth, and overall system strong without taking too much or too little. For instance, kids aged 10 to 13 need roughly 1,000 kilograms of calcium daily, since their bones are growing fast. For menopausal women, the need increases to about 1,200 mg as bone density naturally begins to decline. And if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you might need up to 2,000 mg per day to support both your body and your baby's development. Now here's the cool part. Just 1 teaspoon of eggshell powder delivers around 800 mg of calcium. But this isn't about loading up on as much as possible. It's about smart supplementation. Think of it as a support to your everyday meals, not a complete substitute for proper nutrition or medical advice. If you're already using prescribed calcium supplements or under treatment, make sure to talk with your doctor before introducing anything new. The best approach is to distribute your calcium intake throughout the day by including a variety of calcium-rich foods in your meals. Even more important, make sure your body can absorb it effectively. That's where vitamin D comes in. It helps transport calcium into your bones. So things like sun exposure, eggs, fatty fish, and certain seeds can play a helpful role. Eggshell powder can give you an extra edge, but it shouldn't be your only source. Always keep in mind, everyone's body functions a little differently. What works perfectly for one person might not suit another, especially if you have a specific condition, are expecting, or are on medication. In these cases, it's always safer to get your healthcare provider's opinion before starting any new supplement, even a natural one. This way, you're not just being proactive, you're being smart and safe. Now that you understand your ideal calcium intake, let's take it a step further. In the next section, I'll share a delicious way to combine eggshell powder with simple, everyday ingredients like banana, apple, and cinnamon to create a nutritious, immunity-boosting recipe that also supports your digestion. You don't want to miss this. If you're already impressed by what eggshells offer, just wait until you blend them with other nutrient-packed foods. This combo not only supports bone health, but also helps your gut, increases energy, and even lifts your mood naturally. The secret is in using what's already in your kitchen in a smart, balanced way. Take bananas. They're loaded with potassium and vitamin B6, which help keep blood sugar stable, promote better sleep, and can enhance your emotional balance. Apples bring fiber and antioxidants, while adding a pleasant natural sweetness to the mix. And cinnamon? Besides its warm flavor, it's great for calming inflammation and supporting digestion. Making this is super simple. Mash half a ripe banana, grate in half an apple, keep the peel, add a dash of cinnamon, and stir in 1 or 2 teaspoons of clean, dried eggshell powder. Mix it all into some plain yogurt or light oatmeal, and you've got a powerful, nourishing snack or breakfast. It's especially useful for anyone dealing with slow digestion, low immunity, or that midday crash. It's not a meal replacement, but it's a smart and easy way to add natural calcium to your day without noticing. Just be sure to listen to your body. And if you have specific health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or digestive issues, it's always a good idea to run this by your doctor or nutritionist first. Remember, just because something's natural doesn't mean it's right for everyone. Wellness is about informed choices, not just trendy tips. If you try this, let me know in the comments. Did you tweak the recipe, add your own twist, or have another go-to combo? I'd love to hear it. Now, in our final point, I want to leave you with a moment of reflection and a powerful question to take with you. Let's wrap things up. Today, we explored how something as simple and overlooked as an eggshell can offer real value for your health. We covered how to safely prepare it, how to use it in your coffee, how to understand your calcium needs by age, and how to turn it into a recipe that boosts your well-being in a natural, accessible way. And the best part? None of this involves expensive products or complicated routines. It's all about getting back to basics and making mindful choices. True health doesn't always come in fancy packages. It often starts with what's already in your kitchen. Just remember, this isn't a replacement for your doctor's advice. It's a supportive tool, a small action that could bring long-term benefits when used wisely. So, take a moment and imagine the results. Feeling stronger, more energized, and knowing you're doing something good for your body every single day. Sometimes all it takes is one small step to start seeing big results. And if today's video gave you a new perspective, then it already made a difference. So let me ask you, will you keep tossing away your eggshells, or will you start putting them to good use? Drop your answer in the comments and tell me, what tip are you most excited to try? And if this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs this information. Also, leave a comment with your age and the city you're watching from. I'd love to know. See you in the next video.